Go.
Welcome back. So we are on to exercise or workout 3 for this program. We are doing lower body today, so we will have 5 stations, run through them consecutively as quickly as possible, obviously with proper form, with minimal amount of rest. So after that, complete all 5 stations, rest 1 to 2 minutes if you need to, and then complete it for another 2 rounds, so a total of 3 rounds. Okay, so let's jump into it. First station is going to be the adduction machine. So basically you're bringing it towards your body. I have it set up already. There is an adjustment here if your legs don't go that wide, but you do want to get a full range of motion with your legs. It's going to help the best. So I usually keep it on the second one. I do have some pretty good flexibility. If you have longer legs, you should be able to do it at that level as well. So, little trick to get in, put one leg in, then turn your other pad, pull it over, so you can get your second leg in. Sit back, make sure your back is flat against this, your feet are on the bars down below, and then you're going to make sure that you're using your inner thighs down to your knees to squeeze. So these bars can be used just to hold as leverage, and now squeeze. You want to bring it so your bars, or where your feet are, touch completely, and release. And release. And release. So we don't want to do this too quickly. We want to give it a little hold when we're squeezing in before we release it. So here we're doing a total of 12 reps. Make sure by the time you get to your 10th rep, and releasing is very much the same as getting in. Make sure when you get to your 10th rep that you're feeling your legs kind of shake. You're feeling yourself very fatigued. If you can do 10, 11 reps and you think that you could pound out a couple more, then it's time to increase your weight. So that's it for that one. Going on to station number 2 is over here. We're going to do some squats with the Smith machine. I've chose this machine because it's going to help guide you with your form when you're doing a squat. So I've got 50 pounds on there right now. You have to have both sides of the bar evenly balanced. So if you put a 25 pound on this one, you need to have 25 pounds on this one. If you put 10 pounds, 10 pounds, 5 pounds, 5 pounds. So you have to distribute your weight evenly to make sure that it's going to slide nice and easy. So we're doing 12 reps here. We're going to go down for 3. 1, 2, 3. Up for 1. When we come up, we're going to squeeze the inner thighs and the glutes. So positioning for this one, you're going to get underneath it. You're going to make sure your feet are under your body, hip width apart. You're going to make sure when you're lifting this up that this pad is on the meaty part of your neck or your shoulders, not your neck. So just slightly sitting on your shoulders. When you lift up, you're going to twist this bar back. You're going to adjust, and then you're going to sit back. Make sure you're sitting back like in your chair. So when you do that, your knees are not going over your toes. And then when you come up, you're squeezing. So 1, 2, 3, and then up. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, up. Squeeze. So nice tight core while you're doing this. Always thinking, whenever you're exercising, you want to keep your core tight. That's going to help protect your back. So 1, 2, 3, squeeze all the way up. 1, 2, 3, and squeeze. Now when you're done, twist these bars and set them back These hooks will go on the pegs. Once they're there, you can just gently come out from underneath it. So that's that. Station number 3 is a side lunge, which is over here. We're going to do a side lunge with a leg raise. So 2 options, without weights and with weights. So let's just show you without weights. Side lunge, step to the side, pushing that butt back into that lunge. This leg stays as straight as possible. When you come up, you're coming up and side lift. Nice and slow. Down, up, out. Down, up, out. Down, lunge, butt goes back, knee stays over the ankle, up and out. So again, this leg stays straight, lunging down, up. So if you want, you can add weights. They can be by your side, they can be stacked. Down, up, up. Down, up, up. So the other side, mimic the exact same thing, but you're going to the opposite side. Down, up, leg lift. Keep that foot nice and flexed when you're lifting. Up, leg. Down, up, leg. And don't fall over like myself. So that's it for that one. We do 12 on each side. So you can try with the weights. You can use 5 pounds, 8 pounds, 10 pounds, or you can try your first set without. So number 4, we're going to use the Bosu ball to do some bridges along with the bands. So here, these bands are going to go an inch or 2 above the knee. You're going to go down on your Bosu ball. So your back, middle of the back is on the Bosu ball. You're going to bring your feet in fairly close so you can bridge up. You're going to keep your feet together. So bridging up, out with the knees, in, down, up, out, in, down, up, out, in, down. Again, nice tight core. When you're coming up, you're squeezing those glutes. Then we're bringing out, doing with your legs, and then coming down. So up, out, squeezing, and release. Up, squeeze, and release. So that's all there is to that one. When you're ready, we can add some weight too. We can bring a ball or a barbell or a weight, and we can have a weight here. So again, we're just adding a little bit of weight to work on those glutes and the hamstrings. So as well, you can double up on your bands. What I typically do, because I have strong legs, I'll take a blue band and then I'll throw on a red band overlapping it. And it just provides a little bit more resistance for my legs. So that's all there is to that one. We're doing 20 of those. And then going over to our final station, it's going to be a wall sit. If you're not ready, you don't have to use the kettlebell, but I always like a challenge. So wall sit, we have a timer. We're going to start it at 30 seconds this week, and we'll see how we progress through the next 4 weeks. So when I start, I have my feet just a little bit angled off my body, shoulder width apart. I allow myself, actually, I make sure my feet are far enough that when I allow myself to come down into that wall sit, my knees are still over my ankles. So if I was to use this, I would choose to hold it here, and I would sit. And I'm just going to sit and sit and sit and think of many pretty thoughts until that timer goes off. So that's basically it for that one. The key for this one is making sure that you have your feet in line, or your knees in line with your ankles. They're not trekking forward. And that you've got a nice sit. If this is where you're comfortable right now, then so be it. But what I'd like to see eventually is like you're sitting in a chair. That's really going to ignite those quads, those hands. Pretty much everything is on fire right now, and that's basically it. So when you're done, either collapse or stand up, and your timer will go off, so shut it off. That's your 5 stations. Once you're done, you're going to run through it for a total of 3 rounds. So I hope you enjoy it. Love your feedback. We'll see you later. Bye.